The next checkmate we'll be going over is called back rank mate. In back rank mate, the king of the opponent's on the back rank. In fact, it's trapped there so that we can use a major piece, a queen or a rook, to go to the back rank and give checkmate. For example, in this position, it's very basic. Black's king is trapped on g8, and it can't go to f7, g7, or h7. For white here, he can play rook to d8 checkmate, and now black's king has nowhere else to go. Let's take a look at another example. This position here is a little bit more complex. White is up material, in fact he's up in exchange in this position. However, black's real problem here is the fact that his king on f8 is stuck. It can't move to e7, f7, or g7, and it only can go in the back rank. This means that white has a good idea here. If you want to pause your video to find it, you can. The answer here for white is to play rook to c8 check. Now at first sight it seems like, oh, back rank mate, right? But not really, black can take the rook. So that's his only move, but now white really has back rank mate. He can play the move queen to d8 check, and after queen to d8, the king can't go to e7 because the queen covers it, and the king is once again trapped on the back rank because he's f7 and g7 pawns. So queen to d8 is actually checkmate. Now, back rank mate doesn't always mean that one side gets checkmated. For example, in this position, it's black to move. And here, black doesn't actually have a checkmate. For example, if he wants to play queen to b1, sure, it seems like it's back rank mate. However, white has a trick. He can play the move queen to f1, and after queen to f1, this isn't checkmate. If black captures the queen, obviously white can capture back. And if black tries for this pin with rook to d1, which looks very powerful, he himself actually gets back rank mated with rook to c8. Therefore, black cannot try to go checkmate immediately. The best move for black here is to actually play the move queen to b2. Now here, queen to b2 doesn't actually lose a queen. If he takes our queen, then now we have back rank mate with rook to d1 checkmate. However, white also has other options than to take the queen. So right now black's threatening both the queen and the rook, and white must respond to both of these threats. Simply defending the rook with the queen doesn't work, because we can actually still take the rook. After queen takes c3, then we can play rook to d1 check, and now after queen e1, we back rank mate white. On the other hand, white can't really block the attack with rook to c2 either, because after rook to c2, now after queen to b1 check, after the queen goes to f1, he's forced to give up control of the c2 square, and now black takes the rook on c2. White doesn't really have any other ways to defend the rook with his queen. For example, if he plays queen to c4, obviously then rook to d1 is already going to be winning a lot of material. So after this, white is forced to give up his rook at least. Therefore, white is forced to at least give up his rook. Since back rank mate happens a lot to castled kings, sometimes it's a good idea for the person who is castled to play the move h3 or g3 if possible. This will make the king a little bit less safe, however, it'll prevent back rank mate in the future.